Price reductions are up across the board. But what else is going on in the Tampa Bay area real estate market? Stay tuned to find out. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Bryan, and I'm your Tampa Bay area real estate expert. So each week I dive down into the numbers of what's going on in the real estate market across Hillsborough, Pinellas, Pasco, and Hernando counties. So let's dive on in. First, we're going to start with the condos and townhomes in Hillsborough County. There were 86 new properties listed last week. That was down from the previous week. 24 of those were under $250,000. 51 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 10 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there was one above $1 million. There were 147 price reductions. That was up from the previous week. 24 of those were under $250,000. 110 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 11 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there were 3 above $1 million. There were 113 properties sold last week. That was up from the previous week. 39 of those were under $250,000. 43 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 11 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there were 20 above $1 million. And there were 100 that went under contract. That was also up from the previous week. 43 of those were under $250,000. 47 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 7 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there were 3 above $1 million. So as far as net inventory goes, it actually fell in Hillsborough County for condos and townhomes. There were 86 new that hit the market and 100 went under contract. All right, so let's cross the bridge and go over to Pinellas County. There were 170 new properties that hit the market last week. That was up from the previous week. 66 of those were under $250,000. 63 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 33 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there were 10 above $1 million. There were 175 price reductions last week. That was also up from the previous week. 57 of those were under $250,000. 63 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 45 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there were 12 above $1 million. And there were 118 properties that sold last week. That was also up from the previous week. 52 of those were under $250,000. 46 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 19 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there were 4 above $1 million. And there were 144 properties that went under contract last week. That was also up from the previous week. 68 of those were under $250,000. 45 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 26 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there were 9 above $1 million. So as far as a net inventory, it actually went up in Pinellas County. There were 170 new that hit the market, and 144 went under contract. So let's head north up into Pasco County. There were 28 new properties that hit the market last week. That was up from the previous week. 12 of those were under $250,000. 17 were $250,000 to $500,000. There were 84 price reductions. That was also up from the previous week, with 10 of those under $250,000. 69 between $250,000 and $500,000, and 6 between $500,000 and $1 million. And there were 50 that sold. That was down from the previous week. 9 of those were under the $250,000 point, and 42 were $250,000 to $500,000. There were 41 that went under contract. That was also down from the previous week. 13 of those were under $250,000, and 29 were between $250,000 and $500,000. So that was the condo and townhome market. In the comments below, let me know, why are you here? Are you interested in condos and townhomes, or do you prefer single family homes? And if so, which county are you actually interested in? Because I'd be interested just to know, who actually gets the most benefit out of all this. All right, so let's start with the single family homes. Let's go back to Hillsborough County. So there were 357 new homes listed last week. That was up from the previous week. 19 of those were under $250,000. 216 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 105 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there were 21 above $1 million. There were 688 price reductions last week. That was up from the previous week. 24 of those were under $250,000. 439 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 186 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there were 42 above $1 million. There were 360 homes that sold last week in Hillsborough. 22 of those were under $250,000. 258 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 72 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there were 13 above $1 million. And there were 415 homes that went under contract last week. That was also up from the previous week. 26 of those were under $250,000. 288 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 85 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there were 17 above $1 million. So across the bridge again over to Pinellas County, there were 255 homes that hit the market last week. That was up from the previous week. 10 were below $250,000. 118 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 97 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there were 32 above $1 million. There were 380 price reductions. That was also up from the previous week. 19 of those were under $250,000. 202 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 126 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there were 34 above $1 million. There were 170 homes that sold last week. That was also up from the previous week. 14 of those are under $250,000. 96 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 49 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there were 14 above $1 million. And there were 239 homes that went under contract last week. That was also up from the previous week. 20 of those were under $250,000. 129 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 73 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there was 21 above $1 million. So inventory on a net number actually grew in Pinellas. That was 255 new homes that hit the market. 239 went under contract, so it went up just a little bit. Up in Pasco County, there were 207 new homes that hit the market last week. That was actually down from the previous week. 27 of those were under $250,000. 126 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 53 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there were 1 above $1 million. There was a 460 price reductions. That was up from the previous week. 54 of those were under $250,000. 296 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 107 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there were 5 above $1 million. There was 230 homes that sold last week. That was up from the previous week. 41 of those were under $250,000. 133 were between $250,000 and $500,000. 60 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there was 2 above $1 million. And there were 226 homes that went under contract last week. That was down from the previous week, with 48 of those being under $250,000. 137 between $250,000 and $500,000. 39 were between $500,000 and $1 million, and there were 5 above $1 million. So let's head further north into Hernando County. There were 66 new homes that hit the market last week. That was down from the previous week, with 9 of those being under $250,000, 49 between $250,000 and $500,000, and 9 between $500,000 and $1 million. And there were 170 price reductions. That was also, that was up from the previous week. 12 of those, 17 price reductions, not 170. That would be a lot for Hernando County. 12 of those were under $250,000, and 5 of them were between $250,000 and $500,000. There were 59 homes that sold last week in Hernando County. That was up from the previous week. 17 of those under $250,000, 39 between $250,000 and $500,000, and 5 between $500,000 and $1 million. And there were 68 homes that went under contract last week. That was also up from the previous week, with 12 of those being under $250,000, 52 being between $250,000 and $500,000, and 4 between $500,000 and $1 million. So there are the numbers for the past 7 days. Let me know in the comments below what you thought. Obviously, we're seeing more price increases or price decreases are creeping up, but we're still getting, homes going under contract, homes selling. So what are you doing? Are you buying right now? Are you waiting and see? Let me know below. I'd be interested to see. I know overall sales are down, but things are still selling. So just let me know. If you're thinking about moving to the area, reach out. I'd love to be a resource for you. My contact information will be in the description below. Until next video, take care.